Hello, my name is William Michael, and I'm the owner of the Classical Liberal Arts Academy, which you can learn about at classicalliberalarts.com. And I'd like to share some information for parents in the Charlotte area of North Carolina who might be interested in-home private tutoring. I've been working as a full-time classicist for over 20 years. I've taught in private schools. I've taught all classics courses, Latin, Greek, history, philosophy, reasoning, debate, on and on. But in 2008, I founded my own educational research and publishing business called the Classical Liberal Arts Academy. And so since 2008, I've been working full-time to research, restore, publish, and teach the classical liberal arts. Back in 2008, 2009, I spent a lot of time doing in-home private tutoring in the Charlotte area, and I really enjoyed it. And as I've worked for the last 15 years to get the Classical Liberal Arts Academy running and do the work of researching and restoring and publishing the classical Catholic curriculum, I would like to return to what I consider my principal interest and favorite work, which is private tutoring. I'd like to share a little bit about in-home private tutoring so parents understand what's available and how to get started. We're going to make in-home private tutoring with me personally available starting in June of 2022. What that means is that if you're a homeschooling parent or you're a member of a homeschooling group in the area, or even if you have children enrolled in a local school and would like tutoring in your own home, you can arrange that very affordably and have me come and provide that tutoring directly. The way that it works is very simple. Let's say you're a homeschooling family and you've got a number of children to take care of, and what normally happens in homeschooling is that children start to get older. Mom may still be having babies and taking care of little ones. The older ones need more attention, and mom's attention and energy starts to be torn in a number of different directions, and the older kids usually suffer for it. In-home tutoring allows parents to provide for the education of their older children by having an expert tutor come in and work with the kid as much as the parents desire. What also happens in homeschool communities is that there are usually already groups among families where friends get together for different activities and things like that. And private tutoring is a great way to enhance the academic quality of their group activities because the groups can get together and arrange small tutorial meetings with their children and a tutor and divide the costs of those tutoring sessions. Because in my case, I charge per session for tutoring, so it doesn't matter whether it's one student or 5 students. The prices are the same. So forming small homeschool groups and arranging tutoring meetings in the homes of the different group members or just one of the group members becomes a very affordable way of radically improving the quality, the academic quality of a homeschool or a homeschool group. So that's how things can work. It's very simple. We just schedule weekly meeting times for whatever subjects that the parents want taught to the kids. Pick a house or a family to represent the group, and we simply meet at that house. I've met in basement classrooms that parents had arranged. I've met in upstairs libraries that parents have had arranged for study. I've met at dining room tables. It really doesn't matter. Once we establish a place where we can meet each week and the kids are comfortable, we have a quiet space where we can work together for an hour or so. I'm flexible, and I can handle the various arrangements that are necessary. But whatever's comfortable for the parents and the students, I'm content with and can work around, because my work is very simple. I don't need a certain environment. I don't need to bring any special equipment or anything like that. I'm able to provide everything that the kids need just between myself and them. So the arrangements can vary. Parents shouldn't worry about things like that. As long as we have a place to sit and study, that's fine. I've had parents arrange meetings in libraries, in bookstores. There have been a million different arrangements, so that's not a concern. But normally one parent will either contact me or represent the group and be my contact person, arrange the tutoring sessions, take care of financial arrangements. And like I said, they can be divided among the families. Parents can take turns paying for the sessions. All of those details are left to the parents and groups to decide for themselves. But it's really very simple, very affordable. The hourly rate that I charge for in-home tutoring is only $50. And when you consider that that can be divided by a number of students in a group, it becomes very affordable. And I like to keep it that way, because it allows us to do more and not always be talking about finances. So that's how the tutoring sessions work. I simply come at the scheduled time. We put in our hour of work together. There's time for me to talk to the parents. If the parents have questions and things like that, parents are welcome to sit in. I've had grandparents sit in on classes. That's actually fun. So it's family friendly. I'm a family oriented person. I'm a pro-parent person. I'm a father of 10 children myself, so I understand all of those concerns parents have. And because I'm very comfortable working with the kids and teaching, I have no problem if someone wants to sit in or hang out afterwards and ask some questions. So it's very comfortable for parents and a lot of fun, I think. I think it can improve homeschool and family culture in a number of ways, and I'm happy to do that. One good way to get a group organized that parents have done in the past is to arrange a social night or something like that, coffee hour, whatever, where we just have an informational meeting and parents can get together and I can come and answer any questions. I can talk a little bit about what's available and how things work and how the kids can benefit from the tutoring sessions. So we can just hang out and get to know each other. It'll be very comfortable and friendly. I've been doing this for a long time. So there are practical ways these groups can get organized, but parents can also arrange private individual tutoring if they wish. It's just a matter of what the parents would like to do. So that in-home tutoring is open for enrollment effective immediately. So I'm available. The schedule is open for reservations, and parents of individual students or of groups simply need to determine what they'd like to have the kids study and when they'd like to have our meetings, and they can go ahead and make those arrangements on our website or by calling into the office. If you'd like to make arrangements online, if you go to the Classical Liberal Arts Academy website at classicalliberalarts.com, you'll see a link at the top of the page for a catalog. And if you go to the catalog page, you'll see that there's a link for tutoring. And if you go to that tutoring page, you'll see there's a link for in-home tutoring. And if you click on that link for in-home tutoring, you'll see that you can simply select and book a day and time, make payment arrangements, and that's it. If you want to talk about things in more detail, you can send me an email. My email address is mail@classicalliberalarts.com, or you can call me at the office at 704-776-4696, and we can just talk about things, or we can arrange a time to meet, get together, and talk if you're interested in really developing some group activities. It's up to you, whatever you'd like to do. But as for subjects and courses available, I've taught everything. I've taught everything from modern mathematics and science to elementary reading and English composition, all modern school subjects, but more importantly, classical Catholic curriculum subjects, the 7 liberal arts: grammar, reasoning, rhetoric, arithmetic, geometry, music, astronomy, classical philosophy, moral philosophy, natural philosophy, metaphysics, Catholic theology, sacred scripture, catechism, whether it's an old catechism like the Baltimore Catechism or the modern Catechism of the Catholic Church, classical literature, world history. There's really no subject that any homeschool or private school student would need help with that I haven't taught or written books on or published entire courses on. So the subject matter is really wide open, and just about anything that parents desire we can do. The difference really is that I provide a classical and Catholic approach to each of these subjects. I can recommend study materials that most parents likely don't know about, and I can work with the kids directly to help them not only master these studies that are needed, but to expand on those studies and really provide them with the most challenging academic program possible, which is what selective colleges and universities are looking for. I can also help with vocational preparation as the kids get older, whether they need help applying for college, need reference letters, SAT prep and things like that, or whether they're interested in other vocations. My children are in the military, so I understand how the whole military operation works. I've raised students to go on to religious vocations and join religious communities, go to seminary, and so on. So I understand how religious vocations work and what's needed for preparation for those special interests of students. So whatever is needed, as our relationship develops over time, we can individualize activities for the different kids and help them to prepare for their specific interests and future plans. But whether the kids are 7 and 8 years old, just getting started with their studies, or are high school age, getting ready for college, or these vocational decisions, we can provide for everything through private tutoring. You also have access to my whole online program if you're interested in. If you've already got your own preferred books or study materials, I can work with anything. So I can recommend different things you probably don't know about, things that only I would be able to help you with, or we can use things you're already comfortable with, your group already uses, or whatever. So just about anything is available. As for me personally, I studied classics and ancient history at Rutgers University in New Jersey. I graduated with honors. I was inducted into Phi Beta Kappa and a few other honor societies. I chose as my vocation at that time. I started graduate school, but I realized that my passion was really for private Christian education. And I chose to go to work in private school as a teacher, as a classics teacher, and then, as I said, in 2008, after about 10 years of private school teaching, I chose to start my own educational publishing business for that work. Since then, I've been married to a woman that I met in high school who is also a classicist. We're Roman Catholics. We're members of Our Lady of Lourdes Catholic Church in Monroe, North Carolina. Both my wife and I are currently in formation as lay Dominicans and are expecting to enter into the Dominican community this fall. We have 10 children, all of whom we have homeschooled. Our oldest is 22 years old. Our youngest is 7. We have 7 boys and 3 girls. All of my sons, I believe, are going to pursue military careers. My oldest son is in the ROTC program at UNC Charlotte. My oldest daughter is also in the ROTC program at UNC Charlotte. So we've raised children of all different personalities. They're going on and entering successfully into adulthood. All of them have been raised in the Catholic Church and raised in classical Catholic studies. So we've been through homeschooling, especially in North Carolina. I've worked in private schooling in North Carolina. We've been through all different vocational options between my tutoring work, private school work, homeschooling work, parenting, and so on. I think I have a lot of experience that's valuable for homeschooling parents, and I'd like to make all of that available through private tutoring. My family lives in Monroe, North Carolina. We live out in the country on a family farm, a quiet family life. I have an office in downtown Monroe, which you're welcome to visit for tutoring or classes, but I also like to do private tutoring throughout the Charlotte area. I've worked in Charlotte since 2006, and I have no problem driving to do in-home tutoring and things like that. I know it's helpful for Christian parents, whether dad is self-employed and is busy and would like to keep the kids home, or whether mom's a stay-at-home mother with little ones to take care of and really doesn't want to run around, drive kids around to tutoring meetings and things like that. In-home tutoring works great. So it solves a lot of problems. It's affordable, it's convenient, and I like it myself. So if you're interested in in-home tutoring, it's very simple. Just get in touch. Like I said, you can email me at mail@classicalliberalarts.com. You can call me 704-776-4696, or visit the site classicalliberalarts.com /tutoring for more information on tutoring. But everything's available online, and we can have these meetings started up in no time. So whether you're interested in getting started with tutoring, or you'd like to arrange an information meeting, like I mentioned, either for yourself or for a group, just get in touch and we'll get started. And really the sky's the limit as far as what you'd like to do. I think you'll see that as soon as we start talking. So if you're interested in in-home tutoring in the Charlotte area, just get in touch. Again, my name is William Michael. I'm the owner of the Classical Liberal Arts Academy, and you can get all the information that you need about me and the program and what's available by visiting classicalliberalarts.com. I hope that's helpful. God bless.